All right, boys and girls, it is time for us to do a little handwriting this morning. Go ahead and get your handwriting book, and we are going to open up to page 42. Let's see. Page 42, you're going to see has some ice skates and roller blades and a silly squirrel on a snowboard next to a little boy on a snowboard as well. We're going to bend that book back so we're looking just at this page. We're going to start working on these. These are a bunch of little C's. You can see using your pointer finger, you can trace the C. Trace the C. It's a little curve. And then down here, it's a C backwards. So this is a normal C. This is a backwards C. Can you trace those with your magic pointer finger? And over here, the silly squirrel and the boy on the snowboard, they make a letter doing both of those types of curves. What letter does that look like? That's right, that looks like the letter S, and that's what we're going to be working on today because S's can be really tricky to write. So let's start. Pick up your crayon. Make sure you have a good grasp on your crayon. I want to see a nice tripod so your pinchers are working really, really hard to hold it in place. We always start our letters at the top. We're going to start where the arrow is, and we're just going to gently do a little curve around. We're going to do that with all these curves, and you can go ahead and start. Little curve around. Make sure you're starting where the arrow is and doing your best to stay on the line as you trace the curve. Little curve around. Great, now you've done the first 4 little curves. Let's work now on the curves that are backwards. We're still going to start at the arrow at the top, and we're going to do a little curve around. A little curve around. Keep that crayon as close to the line as you can get. Perfect. Good job, flamingos. Now, starting with the silly squirrel, we're going to put our crayon where the arrow is. And we're going to, this time, do both curves, but we're never going to pick up our crayon. So, watch Miss Daphne first, and then you can do it. You're going to do a little curve this way. Come down and a little curve the other way. Switching directions. Go ahead and give that a try. Do both of the S's on the snowboard. Good work, flamingos. When you're done with this page, we are actually going to turn the book over. Boop. And now we're going to work on the actual S page. Here is a skate, an ice skate, since S makes the sound. All right. Since we've already done the activity on the other page, I don't know that we need to use the pointer finger, but if you'd like to take a minute right now and take your pointer finger and put it on the black, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do it, even though we've done the other page. Point your finger on the black S. We're going to do a little curve around and a little curve the other way. All right. So there are 2 little curves. You can see one little curve here, and the second little curve comes around. They're just little curves in a different direction. So let's practice first up here. Where do we start our letters? At the top. So we're going to start up here. We're going to trace little curve around, little curve around. And when you're done tracing that, you can move on to the 4 S's at the bottom. Go ahead and start, always starting at the top where the arrow is. Okay, and when you're done, take a look at your S's. Which one do you think is the best of all the S's you made? I think this one's my best, so I'm gonna draw a heart around that one. And we're all done with S's for today. Thanks for joining me, Flamingos.